Guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel again. Everyone that has subscribed thus far, it means a lot to me. Thank you for the likes, the comments, the reshares, the shares. Thank you so much, means a lot to me. So in today's video, I'll be answering some questions. I will attempt to answer some questions that I was asked my social media. So I did ask across my social media channels if anyone had questions regarding my internship or regarding the UN internship application process in general, and I got a few questions which I'll be attempting to answer. So I wrote a few of them down and I'll be checking them out to answer them, just so I don't forget anyone. So one of the questions I got was, must I study international relations? Well, it can be beneficial to study international relations, but it's not a must. It's not like oh, you just have to study international relations. It's not a one size fits all kind of thing, So it's not a must to study international relations. Although international relations, political science, law, economics are four of the, you would usually find them on the internship application pages that I beg your pardon, the internship job description openings or job descriptions in general. You'd find that these four fields are kind of desired, but they are not necessary. They do specify, but it's not necessary. In the end, most of it depends on your skills, your experience, and you as a person. However, these other fields are an advantage to you. Also, because the UN has departments like UNCDF, UNDP, WHO, World Bank, UNHR, UNOI, United Nations Foundation, UN Global Climate. So you could find roles that are particular to your own niche. Say, for example, you're in IT or you're interested in sustainable energy. The UN has work around that. You could search for roles related in sustainable energy, and with that, you could apply as an engineer or someone that studied environmental science. So it's not like a one size fits all kind of thing. You can apply, if you see a role that fits what you're interested in and can do it, go ahead and apply. Find experiences or skills that show you're the right candidate for the job. In the end, your application is just you convincing your hiring manager that you're the best person for the role and that you can take on the job and do a perfect job, execute it perfectly. So yeah, I would say don't let your field limit you, your undergrad study especially limit you in applying. And these days they do say psychologists. They also add psychologists to some openings. So yeah, if you study psychology, yeah, that's a plus. So it's getting wider because the world, there's AI now, there's so many other things. So yes, it's diverse. Statistics, you could do data analysis with that if you're interested, if you know software tools like Stata, SPSS, so I would say don't limit yourself by your field. If you see a job role, like I said, apply. I've answered that sufficiently, and go on to the next question, which says what do I need to study? So I think I've answered most of this in the first question. It's not a one size fits all. Mostly depends on how you're able to convince your hiring manager with your skill set and your experiences. Now, if you have skills or you're interested in that role, you do not have the skills yet, but you still think that you can do a great job, you want to get experience with it, that's what the internship is for. Try and convince the hiring manager in your cover letter that with this and so yeah, I don't think your field should limit you. However, I did say, like before, law, economics, international relations, and political science are kind of like the desired fields for most internships, but they are not the defining factor for these fields, are not defining factors for your internship. Next question I have here is, how long? Well, when cups of water, it will test you. The waiting process is going to test you literally, because it does take a while. I'm yet to find anyone that got say from their time of application to response to getting accepted, the whole process entirely will take about 2 weeks. Yet for me it took about 3 months for my successful internship. It took about 3 months to get response. Took almost a month and a half to get to the assessment, and for the assessment afterwards it took a month plus to get a response. No, it took 2 weeks after that to get I beg your pardon, 3 weeks after that to get my interview, not informal shots, my interview, and then afterwards another 3 weeks to get my offer letter. So it's a lot of waiting time. It will test you. You need to do lots of praying at that time. It's a lot of waiting, and it will test you. It will test you in so many ways. And I kept refreshing my emails like continuously. Yeah, it does take a while. So in lieu of that, I would advise, if you're looking to get an internship in December, August should have probably been the best time to start, but September is also the best time to start applying. If you're looking to get an internship early next year, now is the best time to start applying. I know it sounds crazy, but for most of these internships, the processes drag out. So in the end, it's not, even the job, most of the jobs, in the end, it's not that you are going to get, at the time that may be stipulated or the time that you think. Sometimes it drags on for months. So yeah, I think you should start applying if you're looking to get into one early next year. Now is the best time, because some of them have opening dates till I think till the end of December, and some of them have application dates that are deadlines for early next year. So you can find some of those and start applying to as many as you can that fits your personnel and your interests. So yeah, I would advise start applying now. Next question I got was paid. Well, like I said in my other video, UNHQ internships in general are not paid. So however, UNCDF, UN internships in other departments, some of them are paid, most of them are paid. And I also know you can intern with the permanent mission of your country to the UN. I know Aname talks about this a lot, saying she did that and it was paid. So I think I would share I'll link it probably in the video or in the comments in the description box, because her video was kind of helpful to me. She and Lamia Farah, yeah, I hope I got the name right. Their videos were kind of helpful to me. So she spoke about interning through the permanent mission of her country to United Nations, and so because of that, the country paid her and all that. But UNHQ internships in general are not paid. However, UNHCR, UNCDF, UN FPA, UN UNICEF, World Health Organization, World Bank, FAO, UNHR, UNOY, UN Foundation, UN Global Climate Compact. Some of these organizations, some particular roles offer stipends. Yeah, so I would advise checking out some of these organizations and seeing the one that interests you and apply. Next question was age limit. So I'm yet to see an age limit for UN internships. I do know UN volunteers, UNV has like an age limit. I think you can only apply from like 25 years old to about 32 or 40, I'm not sure, but I know there's an age limit for UNV volunteers. However, for UN internship, I'm yet to see an age limit. I think if there was, it would probably be 32. But now I think I'm just mixing it up with the young professional program. But I'm yet to find an internship for UN that has an age limit. Mostly it just depends on your school. They would prefer someone in school or that just graduated within a year. So yeah, except if they specify otherwise. It's seen one in my own application, but some of them could specify. Again, it depends on the hiring manager or the office requirement. So yeah, the interesting thing was, for UNV, that's the UN volunteers. Surprisingly, volunteers get paid. So UN volunteer roles are paid. However, UN internships are unpaid. UNHQ internships are unpaid. It's so weird. Question here is visa. So for visa, it depends on. I can't precisely say, these are the visa requirements, because it depends on where you're from and where you're going to, where you're from, like your country of origin, where you're going to, where you're going to intern. Depends on the country relationship. So I can't categorically say, these are the requirements. However, the UN office would help you or would support you with your visa application by giving you a letter and sending documents that are required for your internship to help you. But they are not going to pay for your visa. You would have to pay for your visa, travel costs, and all of that, except if stated otherwise. But I'm yet to find a UNHQ. Now, UNHR and maybe other agencies may do that, but UNHQ, nah. They just help you with the letter, but they are not going to pay for your travel costs. And then, like I said again, except if stated otherwise. This question I got was, how can I source these internships? UN career sites, since some of them may be scam. So yeah, UN career site would help you. That's the Inspira site. You can get internships from there. But like I said before, that's like waiting with a million other people. I would advise to apply there. That's where you can get authentic job openings. UNDP sites, UNDP career sites, UNFPA career sites, UN HCR. Just go to their official website and you could get the job openings. Check the career site and you'll get the job openings. You can also check LinkedIn. Oftentimes, some of the members of the organization post some job openings. Another thing also to note is that all UN internships, job applications, volunteering applications are free. No UN agency would ask you to pay for any stage, in any stage at all, whether interview or application. They won't ask you to pay for anything. So if someone is asking you to pay for UN internship or UN job or UN volunteering role, it's probably a fake. They won't ask you to pay anything. The next question I got was experience. Your experience will depend on your skill sets, on your what experience needed. So your experiences now, most UN internships would see no experience needed. However, you can, if you don't have any work experience, your projects, your undergrad projects, your master's projects, your coursework, or if you did something strikingly different or something that could help the internship you're applying for. Say, for example, you learned statistics, business statistics or business math or something that could help you. You can add that to your cover letter. For experience, depends on you and on the role you're applying for. If you can find experiences, say from your volunteering, from your coursework, class presentations, projects, it shows teamwork. So yeah, those experiences count. That's if you don't have any experience, because most of the internships will specify that not required for you to have experiences again. So but you can add any experience that you have to it and it does help. So yeah, if you don't have, it's no problem, but you can chip in your coursework, your project work, your volunteering experience. Those can count towards that. What kind of skills do I need? Oh, for UN internships, it depends on the role. I can't categorically say. Like I said before, it's not a one size fits all kind of thing. Because if you're doing sustainable energy, if you're applying to a UN office that wants, that is focused on sustainable energy, they'll probably want people from maybe environmental scientists and engineering related courses, and yeah, of course a few administrative roles and all of that. Doesn't mean there won't be any, but it just depends on your own field. If you're in comms and maybe outreach and partnerships, perhaps design like maybe Canva or Adobe Express or Adobe Photoshop would be helpful for you, would be a helpful skill. for data analysis, software tools like SPSS, Stata, in general, maybe Power BI, just tools that skills that could help you so that you are the best candidate for that role. Also, I would advise that if there are skills you can pick up that you have interest in addition to what you're passionate about, it will be an added advantage for the role you're applying to, because it shows that you have diverse range of skills that can be helpful to that office. So I think it depends on your field. I can't categorically say these are the skills you should have. Or writing is a good skill. You could also add writing. So writing, design, data. These are, if you have these three skills that cut across like three fields, and you have that like in your CV, that's gold. In addition to other skills as well too, or just these three, it's gold. I think it's fair. The questions I have for today, and I didn't answer the question you had in mind, or you have a question in lieu of this video, you can drop it in the comment section or send me a message on email, and I'll be sure to respond. And yeah, I hope I answered your question. If not, feel free to reach out, and I wish you the best of the best in all of your applications, and I hope you get your dream job. All the best. Thank you so much for subscribing. Please like,